Today in math, you're going to be doing lesson 13-2, Find Unknown Measurements, which starts on page 767. Your goal for this lesson is I can add or subtract to solve problems about measurements. The main thing you need to figure out is, are you adding or are you subtracting in order to solve your problem? So we're going to go back to cubes, which we've learned about before. Remember, cubes is C, circle key numbers, and units. Units are going to be important for this because now we're talking about measuring too. U, underline the question. B, box math clue words. These are words that say more, or how many more, or all together, that give you clues whether you're supposed to add or subtract. E, eliminate. Sometimes there's going to be extra information in a word problem and you're going to eliminate it. You're going to get rid of it because you don't need it. And this is an important one that you'll do for every problem. Evaluate and draw. Evaluate means you're going to think about the problem. What's happening in the problem? And you're going to draw it to help you figure out what's going on and help you figure out, do you add or subtract to solve it? And last, you're going to solve and check. You're going to show your work to solve. And when you're done, you're going to check your work and think, does my answer make sense? So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to actually start, not on page 767 together, but we're going to take a look at, page 678. So on page 678, I made us a little thing so that we can remember our steps. You can write these steps out. There's also a picture of them on the Bloom's website. So we're going to start here. Stuart's desk is 64 centimeters long. So I'm going to circle 64. His dresser is 7 centimeters longer than his desk. How long is Stuart's dresser? So Stuart's desk is 64 centimeters. We're going to box that because we're going to circle that. We probably should have circled that with the 64. And his dresser is 7 centimeters. Those are our units, so we're circling them. Longer. I'm going to go ahead and box longer than. So now we've circled the numbers and the units. We've underlined the question, and we've gone back and reread it and boxed those key math clues. Now, I don't think there's any extra information in this. We only have the numbers 64 and 7, which are dealing with his desk and sort of his dresser. So now we need to evaluate. Evaluate means, are we going to add or subtract to find this answer? Well, if the dresser is longer than, and the question is, how long is Stuart's dresser? Then we know we're probably going to add. We've got his desk. And remember, we've done this before too, which can help us. We'll do desk and dresser. And the dresser is longer. And since we need to find out the dresser, we can add. So they want you to make an adding problem here, or an equation here. I've got 64 plus 7. And you know me, I like to add up and down because it is easier for me to find my answer that way. So when I add up and down, it's really important I put this 7 in the ones place, because if I put it in the tens place, it's going to be like it's 70 and I'm not going to get the right answer. So I have 4 plus 7, which is 11. I put one of my ones up here and I regroup the other one to the tens place. 6 plus 1 is 7. So my answer is 71 centimeters. So as you do your work today, please make sure that you are circling your numbers, underlining the question, boxing those key math clue words. I don't know if you will need to eliminate today, but I never like to skip saying that because there are going to be problems where you'll have extra information, but you do need to evaluate. Think about what is happening in the story. Draw a picture if you need to, and solve to find out what's going on. Don't forget, after you solve, to check. Does it make sense? 71 centimeters. I'm going to reread the problem. Stuart's desk is 64 centimeters and his dresser is 7 centimeters longer. How long is Stuart's dresser? Well, 71 is longer than 64. So, and I can double check my math too if I feel like I need to. So I think we got the right answer.